Hello, YouTubers. This is Tia from Musings of a Mystic, and I'm back with a pick a crystal. It's a little bit different than the pick a decks that I've been doing, so just choose your crystal. The question is, what's coming towards you in money? Let's talk about money in general, like what's going on in your financial life, and yeah, it'll basically just be a general, like what's generally going on for you. So if your main concern is a job, then what's gonna most likely pop up in the reading is the answer about what's going on with your job. If that makes sense to you guys. So pile number or crystal number 1, quartz. Crystal number 2 is hematite, and crystal number 3, rose quartz. While you are choosing your crystal, I will say that I do personal readings. Excuse me. Through Instant Go and through email. I also do, I accept tips and donations. I sell crystals on eBay. And I think those are all of the announcements that I have for you guys. If you need to contact me in any way, my email will be in the description box below. So, pile number 1, or crystal number 1, the clear quartz. By the way, if you haven't chosen, go ahead and pause the video and just come back when you're done. So we're going to go ahead and get started with card. So it's the same pile. Card number 1. Wow. Crystal. Jeez. Cannot speak right now. Crystal number 1. The clear quartz. What is going on for you guys in your financial life? Spirit of the highest vibration, please grant me answers to the collective so I can get accurate and concise answers regarding the financial situation for clear quartz pile, clear quartz cards. What's going toward these guys monetarily? Now, these are general readings, so if it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. It's the messages for someone else. It just kind of happens that way sometimes. If you need a personal reading, I do those through, like I said, email and Instant Go. Don't be afraid to contact me. Just going toward clear quartz pile monetarily. Okay. King of Wands, the Lovers, and the 10 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck is Judgment. I instantly got like, if you're looking for a job, I see this as somebody calling you back. This is the Judgment card. This card is about like awakening the dead, kind of like awakening the dead, but like calling something that you thought was totally and completely forward, and like reanimating it, giving it a second life, basically. So, like if you applied to a job that you had before somewhere else, and you're not sure that you're gonna get it. This is like they'll call you back kind of card. I like this card for people who are looking for callbacks from jobs because it is a like second call kind of thing. It's a second call kind of card. So what is going towards you guys in money? It looks like you've got some choices to make and it's kind of stressful. Now, I'm not sure if you're a fire sign or if somebody that you're dealing with, like your boss, is a fire sign, or if the person that you are interviewing with is like a King of Wands kind of personality type. But it looks to me like you've got some choices to make. Somebody out there has to choose between a relationship and a job and it's causing them some stress. I'm seeing the lovers here as both a choice and what a lot of people like to call like to um, talk about when the lovers comes up. Love. I'm seeing this as not only just choice, but like having to choose between staying in this relationship that you're in or leaving it and going toward, your career. Interestingly, we have the judgment card here and the lover's card. Now you can see the similarities where there's a celestial being here and there's people down here, and there's just like it's interesting how it mimics, you know. This lady here looks to me like this lady right here. So it's kind of like the underlying energy is getting a callback or a second call from someone that you thought you that situation was dead, like you thought it was dead, but they call you back and they're like, "Oh, hey, we want to interview you again," and then you have maybe other interviews lined up, and it causes you stress because you kind of have to choose between the person that's calling you back and a different job, and it's like causing you the 10 of Wands kind of stress. 10 of Wands is about like doing a job, like being determined, really, because he is really, really determined to get all of these sticks wherever she's taking them, and he's not doing it in a well, not efficient, but he's doing it in a way that's not necessarily the best for him because he's got them all at one time when he could have just taken like 5 at a time and still gotten them there wherever he's going. I'm also seeing this as you having a lot of different options um, when it comes to money. There are 10 different wands here, 10 different choices. Maybe you don't have 10 different jobs or whatever, but 10 different potential jobs, but maybe you have 10 different things you could possibly do. And you're going to have to start making some choices when it comes to these different options you've got going on. Now, overall, if you're looking for a job, I do see you having choices, and I do see you getting a call back from whoever it is that is you're getting the job from. I just see that you do get a call back. I'm not seeing necessarily what the outcome is going to be. It could also be that you are stressed out about getting callbacks, because this it just talks about stress. I'm kind of feeling like this pile is a job pile where you're asking about, oh, will I get this job? Well, I'm seeing that if you've gone to one interview or you haven't had an interview at all yet, they call you back. And maybe it's a company that you had applied to a while back and they're calling you back now. I'm seeing that for you guys. Also seeing some kind of stress. I'm also seeing, interestingly, that, like I said before, it's like between a relationship, choosing between a relationship and leaving that relationship to further your career. The Queen of Wands cut came out. The Two of Cups came out. And the Three of Cups came out. So it's kind of like, do I stay in this connection with the person that I'm with, or do I move forward toward this callback that I got? Do I take the job or not? Because I'm in this relationship with somebody and I don't want to necessarily leave that relationship, but I also don't want to give up this opportunity that's coming into my life now. Interesting. It might be somebody that you feel like you are well suited for. It might be like somebody you're married to, or like a long-term boyfriend or something, or girlfriend, because these two are the same suit, which to me means either they're family by blood or they're family by marriage, because they're the same suit. So and one has turned their back on the opportunity, while the other one is like focused on the relationship, and there's stress here. And it's like me, you, and your job with the Three of Cups. It's not necessarily a third party, but it's like me, you, and your job is causing stress here. It's me, you, and this opportunity that's coming into our lives. Even here, it's like you, me, and the job. Here, same thing. You, me, and the job. So I'm not sure what exactly you're going to be able to do about it. Like, I do see that you will have to make a choice here, and it looks like it's going to cause some stress and strain on your relationship one way or the other. Oh, I could have taken that job, but I didn't because I didn't want to leave you behind, and now we don't have all the money we need, but we're together. Or I took that job, but now I never see you, so we have enough money, but we don't have enough time. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you guys, and I hope it works out for you. I hope you get whatever you need and whatever you want at the same time. So that is it for pile number one. Hope that your choice is the best thing for you. I can put those in there. And that is it for the career reading for Clear Quartz. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So, hematite. Hematite. What is coming towards you in money? What is coming towards Seeker regarding money? Coming toward the Seeker, popular to regarding money. The Temperance card fell out. The World card. The King of Wands. And the Eight of Swords with the Strength card at the bottom. I'm kind of seeing definitely that somebody here is like going to a job that they don't like because there's no other way for them to make money. Because I'm seeing these two cards as being stuck. Because this card, it can indicate strength, but can also indicate repression. Because she's trying to close this lion's mouth, and she's trying to like stop the lion from speaking its truth here, trying to stop it from roaring, trying to stop it from like just being a lion in general. It's kind of like you want, and this card is about being like feeling stuck, like thinking you're stuck when you really aren't. And I'm seeing that actually for some of you that stuck feeling comes to an end. Because the World card is here. It's talking about endings. It's talking about closure, things coming to an end. Somebody out there may also be taking care of a family member, and that kind of makes them feel stuck because they can't quit the job that they're in because they're taking care of this person and they need the money to take care of the person. I know that's odd, but I'm seeing this person on this card as being in focus, and he's looking back at her on the World card. And the Temperance card also came out, so it's like somebody here is trying to like find a balance between what they have to do and what they want to do. It's like they don't want this job, but they're going to this job and they're repressing their like dislike for the job and just repressing what they the negative emotions because they have to kind of take care of this person, and that makes them feel stuck. Now, if you're not taking care of like a family member or something, or your family, because they can't take care of themselves. I'm kind of seeing definitely that you feel like you're in a rut and like you want to leave where you are, but you are having a hard time seeing the end and blending things together. And you're just like, I'm getting like just feeling like you're just like a stick that's been pounded down to the ground and you can't get out. So that is really unfortunate for you guys. There goes the Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands. Yeah, definitely. I do see you looking for other opportunities though, but I'm also seeing like worry. There's worry and like discontent, just being depressed and sad and unhappy with what's going on in your monetary life. um I am seeing that there are opportunities out there for you. I see the king as you, and you've got your hand on the staff, and that to me is the ace here, where you're like, okay, there are things out there that I can do. There is an end to this somewhere. I just right now feel stuck. I feel like I don't know how to get there. I feel like I can't see the end. And maybe you're also in debt. Um, and you're trying to get out from under debt. You're like, I want to go here and do that. I want to go on a vacation. I want to go over there and do this. I want to buy a new car, but maybe I can't because my credit sucks. I'm seeing the Hierophant as like the kind of the companies that would collect debt collectors, or a boss, or just the conventional job that you're going to. Maybe you want to do something like totally out of the box, like a dominatrix or a dom, like professionally, but you just can't seem to find the end here. But I do see some positivity here. I do see there are opportunities out there. You just might need to look in places that you might not expect. I do see that you can find your way to a good balance between if you I'm also hearing that somebody out there is trying to start a business and get their business off the ground. I am saying that you can find a good balance. You just kind of have to um, look in the right place for the opportunity. Some of you are concerned about how you're going to continue your business on the side because you can't necessarily afford to quit the conventional job that you've got that you feel stuck at. And you're like, how do I get from here to having a happy closure to the situation? And you're like all concerned and worried about it. And I'm picking up on that here, but I am seeing that there is an opportunity in your environment that can help you find a better balance with what you've got. You just kind of have to take the opportunity, and you might have already come into contact with this opportunity. You just kind of have to take it. This lady, she's loosely tied. She's not really surrounded by swords. She's got them like beside her, but she could get out of those binds, take off her blindfold, and like walk away if she wanted to. Now that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you. You just kind of have to take the opportunity and stop ignoring it so that you can further your financial future. And that is what I'm getting for pile number 2, or the stone number 2, hematite. Take off your blindfold. Somebody out there's also procrastinating. Stop procrastinating and go ahead and get on it. So that is it for hematite. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. and donate and tip and contact me for a reading. Stone number 3, rose quartz. What is coming toward you monetarily, in money, in your career, just in general? What is going on for you guys? Deck number 3. What is coming toward the seeker financially? 5 of Wands fell out. We're going to see if it comes out again. Toward the seeker financially. What is coming toward you guys? Financially. That's funny. 8 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. On the bottom, I'm seeing Death. Here I'm seeing Death. That's a very good card. These 2 cards also go well together. And here's why I like Death, the 8 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles here. And if you hear screaming in the background, that's my kids. Okay, so Death, people are like, oh, Death, ooh, no. I see this as something that permanently changed. Something permanently changed. Not necessarily that somebody or something died, just that something changed permanently. And I'm seeing this as a good thing because there's this stuck feeling. Like, how do I get out of the situation? Like, what do I do? Where do I go from here? And then there's death. So the underlying energy for the whole reading is change. Now, nobody likes to feel like they're stuck, like they can't get out, like they just can't see the way. Nobody likes to feel like that. But death as the underlying energy to me is good because it means that this right here changes. Like somebody comes along and gives you just that little push. Maybe they take a chance on you for a job and they hire you, or they just give you money to help you get out of the situation. And then you come into your Queen of Wandsness, or perhaps the Queen of Wands helps you. Now, somebody out there gets their gets inheritance, and if you lost somebody, I'm sorry, I'm not making light of death because it's a very painful experience for people who were left behind. I'm seeing somebody out there like receiving some kind of financial gift. This card right here is like the gist of the reading. I'm seeing you getting, maybe you get the opportunity you need to further your career, or you get a raise that helps you get out of the stuck feeling, that changes your whole financial situation altogether. Maybe you, I'm not really seeing this like a lottery win, but I'm seeing this more as somebody coming along and like giving you just that little bit that helps you get out of the hole you're in. And that totally changes things for you. And you end up in your Queen of Wands kind of energy. Yeah, this does look like a life-changing thing because you've got 3 major arcana cards here out of 7. And that's a pretty big, relatively big percentage here out of these cards. You might have actually manifested this just like out of thin air. You're like, I don't know if you're a law of attraction kind of person. You're like, okay, I feel stuck. I'm going to magic myself something. And if you're like into magic, maybe you did a spell or cast your intention. Maybe you meditated and you're like, hey, universe, I feel stuck. I don't like this. I just don't want to do this stuck feeling thing anymore. And then the universe is like, all right, so here's something that here's money, here's a job, here's some opportunity that you can take to make more money. And then you get it and you're like living like a queen. Maybe not living like a queen, but like living better. You're not doing this anymore. It's like a big difference between what you're doing here and what you're doing here. So I definitely do see a big change for you guys coming up. And this reading has more of it. It's not like it's timeless, but it's not like, something that doesn't, like, if you change your trajectory on your own, and you're heading down a path, and you see this reading, and then you're like, oh, I'm not going down that path anymore, then you've already changed what was going to happen. You know what I mean? So it's not like a permanent thing. It's like, oh, it's timeless, so whenever you watch it, it's relevant, but it's not something that is like 100% guaranteed. Now, if you have a reader that's telling you, oh, this is 100% guaranteed to happen this way on this day, then I mean, maybe they're on something, I don't know, but there are no guarantees, That was an odd soapbox that I got on there. Anyway, I'm seeing a change for the better for you guys. And then you will have more options. Maybe you'll be able to travel. I'm seeing this as like something that you may have manifested like in your sleep. Maybe you meditate before you go to bed and you've been trying to manifest this for a while and you have finally. I'm seeing it as a breakthrough though. Like somebody up there did a full moon spell. I'm seeing this as like a full moon spell that somebody did. And it manifests. Somebody gives you money or you get money from somewhere, like out of the blue, and it changes your whole like outlook on what's going on right now. And maybe you take it and go on a little trip. The overall summary for this pile is that there is a big change that comes and it changes your situation permanently. I see you feeling stuck like right now, but then somebody comes along or something comes along and then you get the help you need to get where you want to be, and you go from feeling stuck to kind of feeling more in your queen energy, where you might take the money and go on a trip, or you were planning a trip and you weren't sure how you were going to pay for it, and now somebody just gave you the money and you're able to go where you want to go. You can look toward the future as she's looking toward the future. She's looking toward the future and not the past. I see this as something that if you don't do magic, maybe you just prayed for it. If you're a Christian or whatever, maybe you just prayed for it and then it manifested. Now you're looking at it like, oh, now I can do whatever I want, basically. I can manifest whatever I want because I've proven to myself that I can do it. So good for you guys, you conscious creators. I'm happy for you. I hope you continue to get what you want out of life. And I hope this big change is for the best. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Again, this is Tia from Musings of a Mystic. I do sell wonderful, awesome crystals from all over the world, really, in my eBay shop. I also do personal readings through Instant Go and through eBay, email. And if you need to contact me, my email is below. I don't know if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta for now.